Right, just a quick chat. Obviously it's the weigh-in, isn't it, today. I think that probably Joshua's going to come in lighter, they're all saying, but who knows? Who knows what weight they're both going to come in at. Let's just hope it's a great fight. What I want to make a quick video about is people who do these videos that I do in boxing. Obviously, you know, I get a lot of stick. Some messages that I get sent, direct messages. Most of them are mainly questions for next videos, but some of them are just disgusting, talking about raping my kids and all sorts. They know who they are, and raping my children's mum, and telling me house number of my house, and you know, things like that. Telling me my kid's mum's registration plate on her car, it's with HPI'd it and your X amount on it. Well, that's wrong. But you know, little things like that. I'm just shocked that must have gone off in my pocket. It just shocked me, things like that. I mean, hey, listen, I'm one of them people who likes to correct people on Twitter with certain things, and I've said some things that maybe I shouldn't have said, you know, and I've apologised on that, but I draw the line at people saying they're going to rape my children's mum and my well, one of my kids. I've got twins, boy and a girl, age 5, and I don't know if this guy know how old my twins are, but saying he's going to rape my daughter, that's not very nice, is it? I won't be going police with a tweet, but I've saved it. It's a DM. There's a couple of people in boxing I'm close to, I've showed it to, and they're like shocked. But you know, things happen, don't they? That's why I put all the lists on people who have banned. Not all of them, there's only one person out of them 32, but out of them 32 accounts, 29 of them, they ain't got pictures up. Who are these people? One of them had the bottle to send me a message, and it wasn't a very nice message he sent me, but at least I know who he is now, so I give him a little tiny bit of respect. But other than that, the hater, innit? These people need to go out there and do what I'm doing in boxing. I mean, I get fed up messing about with cars and stuff like that and other things that I do. You have to find something that you like. You know, for example, look at Ingram from Bayloric TV. He's a proper little trier, Ingram, but he don't get a fair crack at whip, does he? Because he's a black man. And he's a black man from East End of London, living in Ireland. I mean, he has a rough time, but you know, he does all courses and that, and he gets paid for getting views and that. So good luck to him. I wish him all the best, but I don't take him any money out of boxing. So don't be saying you're going to rape my children and my children's mum. It's not a very nice thing, that. And sending me pictures of my front door and stuff. Not nice. But what can you do? What can you do? People come out with stuff, don't they? And they say you live by the sword, die by the sword, but I don't think you've ever heard me coming out with stuff like raping children or things like that. Not very nice at all. So I know you're watching this because you've become a bit of a stalker. So just to let you know that your DM messages, I've saved them, and I won't be going to the police, but you know, your IP address is on them, so if anything does happen and people say it's grassing, so be it. But if anybody harms my children, the police are going to be involved, aren't they? Because that's nonsense. That's where I draw the line at grassing. Alright, so you should be ashamed of yourself. But money in boxing I wanted to talk about. There ain't no money in boxing. People should get in boxing how they got in it when they was amateurs. When I was a kid, I used to go to Edlington Youth Club in Doncaster, and we used to mess about on the bag, and just basically I used to run riot because I was always grounded Monday to Thursday. You know, up to Thursday night and Friday night I used to go to youth club, but I was always grounded every night from school, so me getting let out to go to youth club out was like a release for me, because I was always grounded at weekends as well. I was a naughty kid, but I enjoyed youth club, and I think it's good for kids, and I think that more people in boxing, or the establishment, should invest money in boxing, you know, like in taking kids off street. For example, Steffi Bull and John Joe Irwin, they do it, don't they? They have people in off at street and they do computer lessons and boxing, and that's good, isn't it? That Kevin Sanders, he does it as well. I think Kevin does it with Troubled Youths, is it, in Peterborough or something like that. He's got a good thing going there, and I think that the council should invest a little bit more time in you know, in boxing and that, and let the sport grow. You know, it's on a crest of a wave at the moment. What is there, 7 world champions in England? You know, there's never been that many, has there? I mean, I remember years ago there were only Froch, weren't there? And then were they cleverly after him? There were only Froch at one point as a world champion in this country. So I think that we need to get behind boxing, and the councils. I speak to the council should get behind it. I speak to my local MP regular, Rosie Winterton. She only lives near me. I speak to Rosie regular, and they're looking at it. So, but I ain't got a boxing gym, so they can't help me, can they? But they're looking at helping people in the community with boxing. I think that's brilliant. If you go on Ingram Jones's account, he's done a lot of work in community, and that is good. It's good to try and do stuff like that, but I think that boxing just keep people out of prison. I mean, when I was going off rails as a 14, 15 year old, I played cricket. I played for a cricket club called Yorkshire Main, and I played at Donny Town on a Sunday morning in winter. I'll never forget the winter of ¡84. Sunday morning, 8 o'clock while 12, playing cricket indoors every Sunday, all winter. And obviously I went off at rails, so it were over before it got started for me with cricket. Same with pool. I think I played a lot of serious pool around about that time. But if there'd have been something else for me with like more facilities for cricket in community, and that on a Sunday were good for me. But if there'd have been that in week as well, same as like if I'd had more access to like a pool hall and more practice, even though I had a table at home, it's all about intertwining and going to the next level, innit? It's like that with boxing, innit? If there weren't this, you know, in the area where I live with Steffi Ball, there won't be much for kids, would there? So I think that's a good thing that Steffi's doing, and people should get behind it. But it's the people who make the decisions at government that need to get behind it. That's what I think anyway. It's just my tuppence worth, innit? They're going to do what they want, aren't they? But anyway, I just wanted to get that out. I hope everybody has a good weekend, a good Easter. I've just had some tips off Dave Allen for boxing. He thinks that that's a good fight, Molina and Kelly. So I think that's probably the best fight out of a lot, Josh Kelly against Molina. So in my bet I'm going to go for Molina. 30 quid gets you 360 quid. And the other 7 I'm going to have as an accumulator, but I'm going to take the Molina one and the Kelly one out, because I think that's probably the best 50-50 out of all of them. All others are not really 50-50s, are they? But anyway, so alright. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I want to say cheers to my pal who sorts me the Lacoste tops out. He used to get me easy ones, but he doesn't now. Or his mate did. Ali at House of Churchill's in Doncaster, Taylor's. Thanks for them couple of shirts, Ali. You've done me proud. You've dressed up a scruff bag. Thanks to Jason at Ledger Frames in Conisbrough, Doncaster. I used to own that in 1993, but obviously Jason's took it to a new level. He's got a showroom and that. So I want to thank you, Jason, for my front door. You know, I'm giving you a bit of publicity of your company at the moment. So that's Ledger Frames in Conisbrough, Doncaster, DN12. So if you need your windows done, get in touch with Jason Stewart. And thanks to my school friend Carl Gibson, who owns Edlington Motors. I'm giving him a mention because he likes my videos and he's giving me free MOTs. They're all little perks, aren't they? So people can say, Russell, you say you don't take anything out of boxing, you're getting free MOTs. Yeah, I get free MOTs. I've been going there for 30 years, since I was 17. But anyway, thanks Carl. And I'm giving you your mention now. Well, you're a crap mechanic though. I'm only joking, he's a good mechanic. He's ex-Hazeldine VW trained, so... And let the boxing begin for the weekend, and I'll go get my bet on. Probably in the morning, Saturday morning, but I'm definitely going for all the favourites in an accumulator, but I'm going to pick how they're going to win when I get to bookies tomorrow. I'm going to sleep on it. Probably going to go for Joshua knockout, Povetkin knockout. Although my heart wants David Price to win, because I'm good friends with Yazza Dickens. I mean, Yazza get on brilliantly, and they're from the same stable, and I've got a soft spot for Derry Matthews. I don't really know David Price though, but I think all them lads in that gym, they're all triers, aren't they? They all stick together, they're all scousers, and I'd like to see David win, but we're talking about a bet here, aren't we? And I'm going to go with all experts and say that he gets stopped, which I'm going to be gutted about. I think if he'd have had a couple of more fights, he'd have probably been ready for him. But if he proves me wrong, I don't know. I'm going to get my kid's mum to throw a bucket of water at me on Monday morning at garage. So, but let's hope that David Price wins. But if he don't, my bet comes in, doesn't it? But so right. Russell, we don't want to buy that Vauxhall Corsa, but thank you for your time. So, right, we'll end on that note then. Keep on trucking. How's it work?